Alright, so I talked about the 12 days of Christmas in the last video, and I hope that your time with your family was great. I very much enjoyed my Christmas Eve. Here I watched videos, movies. I watched movies all the way until almost midnight. It's great. I always watch certain movies on Christmas Eve. And I always watch the Charlie Brown Christmas special. I know that's for kids, right? But I've always liked that. There are a couple of things in that Christmas special that Christians should take note of. But the very most important one is where Linus is standing on the stage with his security blanket, okay? And he drops the security blanket. He's always with that security blanket. But he drops the security blanket when he says, "Fear not." Okay, when he's talking about the Lord. Okay, so I know everybody wants to run back and watch the Charlie Brown Christmas special just for that scene. He drops his security blanket because he's no longer afraid because the Lord's with him, right? So that's one thing. I mean, there's a couple little things in there, but that is really the main thing. See if you can find anything else, right? So I like to watch Charlie Brown Christmas special. I like to watch It's a Wonderful Life, okay, with Jimmy Stewart. I love that movie. Santa and the Three Bears, which is a Christmas special with three bears, and it's about 45 minutes. And it's an oldie. It's really good. Okay, little known. And I like to watch 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Before going to bed, and the socks get filled, put that on, watch it. It's good, So yeah, watch 'Twas the Night Before Christmas with your family, and then fill the socks, go to bed, Anyway, so yeah. Sorry, somebody's asking me a question. Let's quickly answer that. Back to the video. So yeah, that's pretty much it, for Christmas Eve for me. I just love to sit around and, drink hot chocolate and whatnot and watch the movies and have my little tree. I've got a little 4-foot tree with a lot of ornaments on it that have come from all over the world, different places, any place, that you could get an ornament, at the time, then pick it up. Some places they have ornaments all time of the year, but then I've got ornaments from different things that I like. Like I have Peanuts ornaments. I've got one with Snoopy dressed in a Boy Scouts uniform. He's rappelling off of the Christmas tree. We've got one with Charlie Brown holding, the sad little tree that he had in the movie. And I've got stuff from other old Rankin Bass, claymation movies, Christmas claymation movies. Santa Claus is coming to town, and other things like that. Like I got, I've got the little doll from the Island of Misfit Toys. She's on there, and I've got a little clock, and I've got a bunch of little stuff like that. I like my tree to be very traditional looking, and not a bunch of gaudy crap. I don't put tinsel on my tree. A lot of people like tinsel. I don't care for that. It gets all over everything, and it detracts, in my opinion, it detracts from the ornaments and the tree and blah blah blah. And then I put an angel on the top of the tree, and I have a special ornament that's called the Christmas key. And the Christmas key is an old style skeleton key, and then it's got a card attached to it, and it talks about the meaning of Christmas, and it's all about Jesus, and Jesus is the key, right? Jesus is the reason, right? A lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't put up a Christmas tree, and that's pagan, and blah blah blah. You know what? I have a tree, and I decorate it with things that I like, that make me feel good. And I know what Christmas is about. I know what Christmas is about. People, the pagans, the neo-pagans, I should say, because they're not real pagans. They're just, it's newly, they have newly revived pagan ways. That stuff is not ancient by any means. There are no real people that can trace their lineage way back, thousands of years. No, there doesn't exist. But the thing is that they'll say, oh, well, Christmas is a pagan holiday. No, I realize that this time of year is 99% not the time of year that Jesus was born. I realize that. But the thing is that back in those days, when they put all of the different holidays in place, they were trying to bring people to the Lord. They were trying to convert people, and it made it easier to put holidays around the time that the pagans had holidays. You see, you should know that already. I mean, since you're so against Christmas, if you're a neo-pagan, you should already know that already. That's why they put them there. To get people, to entice people to come to the Lord, because those old traditions and stuff, those old ways, the Lord came to set people on the right path. You see, you're doing the wrong thing. That's not what I want. And you're following false gods. You're following false gods, and I'm trying to teach you the right way. So, whether you want to believe that or not, I can't force anybody to believe anything. I'm just trying to save you. Save you from something that you do not want to be part of after your meat machine here expires, right? That's the lake of fire. A lot of people don't like to talk about the lake of fire, but and it's not a comfortable subject. But it exists. So anyway, let's go on to those Aran sweaters. Somebody graciously purchased 2 Aran sweaters for me as a Christmas present. I have them here. They did not ask me the size, they just guessed. and they're very large. So, and I do like to wear large things, but I would have to put a couple more layers, 2 or 3 layers under these probably to, you know, for them to work for me. I have 2 layers on right now. Well, 3 layers, because I got my base layer shirt on, you know, my long sleeve, and then I've got a double sweater, double jumper on, right? And then I've got this cashmere scarf. So, and then I've got this wool. This is a 100% wool knit hat. Well, anyway, I told you I'd get the numbers for those sweaters. So the green one, which to me looks kind of tealish in color, looks a little bit on the teal side. They call it moss green, I think. Is $67 plus shipping. So it's $67 plus whatever it would cost to ship to you. That's what that tealish colored green one is. It's extra large. Pretty big. So you gotta be a big guy or a big gal, you know. And the other one is the same size. I call it oatmeal, or, well, I would call it oatmeal colored. That's what I got it written up here as. That one was $82, okay, and then you would just pay the $82 plus whatever it costs to ship to you. And they're right here. Everything's still all together, still folded from the factory. You know, there's the little cards that are attached, you know, in the neck area there, that talks about them and whatnot. But they're 100% wool. They're definitely going to keep you warm. Okay, so when you know, we talked about warmth and insulation before. So it's not a warm sweater. It's because nothing makes warmth. You make the warmth, and the sweater or jumper keeps it in. The layers keep it in. Okay, so yeah, very well insulating. Okay, I've got a few from Scotland and Ireland and Germany and you gotta keep warm. Put those on, especially if you double them up. Like I got this. This is doubled up. This is I consider these my work ones, because these are actually made in China. Woolrich and L.V.I. What a travesty, right? But anyway, I didn't know when I got them. A lot of years ago now. But anyway, they do keep me warm, but they're just not long lasting. Like you see, this one's got holes. You know, I've repaired it here and there, and then I just got to the point I got tired of repairing it. So, running out of time on this video. I'm going to make another one. We'll come back and I'll talk to you about, I'm going to talk to you about wool anoraks. And we'll talk about some old Boy Scout books. And I think we might do that last one, that last subject there. We might just talk about that as a whole video unto itself. All right. So I will see you in the next video.